Hello guys, welcome to Doctor Class. In the last session, we were discussed about the introduction of prokaryotics as well as we were classify bacteria or modern bacteria according to their shape under the heading of Bacilli, Coccus, Vibrio and Spirelli. Now we are going to start a new discussion which is related with the cell envelope system of the prokaryotic. So let's begin. Normally, the cell envelope system of the bacteria are the tri-enveloped. What do you mean by tri-envelope? That means that the cytoplasmic material, the cytoplasmic fluid of this particular bacteria is surrounded by three layer or a three membrane. So what are these three layers? Let's understand. From inside to outside, you can say the innermost layer is this cell membrane, which is the universal layer. This one is a universal layer which is known as the cell membrane, right? So the cell membrane is the innermost layer, and basically the cell membrane is made up of the lipoprotein, which is the lipid. Here is a phospholipid and a protein. So the material is the lipid and the protein, and this one is a live material, or you can say this is the gate pathway in between the inner cytoplasm and the outer world. So the next layer after this cell membrane is made up of some polysaccharide material of the peptidoglycans, right? And it is known as the cell wall. So cell wall is what? Cell wall is the layer made up by the peptidoglycans. We will learn that the cell wall can be, the material of cell wall is changed as the organism to organism, as per the kingdom to kingdom, but in the particularly bacteria, or you can say in the prokaryotic, the cell wall material is peptidoglycans. Now you have to remember that the peptidoglycans is a kind of polymer which is the polysaccharide. So it is a polymer of carbohydrate, and the monomers are two because it is the heteropolymer. Now what is the meaning of heteropolymer? When a particular polymer formed by a various type of monomer, then it is known as a heteropolymer, as like the peptidoglycans. And there is another type which is the homopolymer. What do you mean by homopolymer? So the homopolymer is a kind of polymer which are made up by a single unit of monomer, right? So the single monomer joined with each other and form a large chain which is known as a polymer, right? So the example of homopolymer is like a cellulose. Why? Because cellulose is made up by the glucose only, right? Here what you can say, the peptidoglycans is made up by the various type of material, and they are the N-acetyl muramic acid, the N-acetyl muramic acid, and the second one is N-acetyl glucosamine. So these are two monomer unit which is responsible for the formation of peptidoglycan. So this is the second layer. What is the third layer? Actually, the third layer of the envelope is made up of various things like peptidoglycans, like lipoproteins, like glycolipids. But a very important thing you have to understand is this kind of materials are present in the granular form, right? So this one is a granular layer, and this granule made form is known as, or this layer particular is known as the glycocalyx, right? So glycocalyx is what? Glycocalyx is a granular form made up by what? It is made up by peptidoglycans. It is a mixture of peptidoglycans, lipoprotein and the glycolipid. So this is the common tri-envelope system found or present under the heading of Moneras. There is some modification also found under this envelope system. So the modifications are like what? The groove which is present on the cell membrane is known as the mesosome. This depression on the cell membrane is known as the mesosome. Here the cell membrane is not continuous. Here the cell membrane shows some depressions, and these depressions are known as the mesosome. Is it clear? Right? So let's look next. So the next one is a mesosome. So mesosomes are nothing but the depressions which are present over the cell membrane. So there are certain types and there are certain functions of the mesosome which you have to concern, but we will concern it in the next lecture. Here, staining is very important for classify certain bacteria according to their cell wall. Why? Because there are some bacteria under which the cell wall is rich with the acid called as a lipoticoic acid. Lipoteichoic acid. This lipoteichoic acid is responsible for the acceptance of the stain known as a Gram stain. And if a bacteria can sustain, or you can say if bacteria is receptible for this particular Gram stain, they are classified under the Gram positive, and if they reject this stain, then it is known as the Gram negative. So the procedure of staining, procedure of Gram staining, we will learn in the next session. Now let's look on some questions here. Before that, let us look on the glycocalyx. The glycocalyx is very important, as we learn that a glycocalyx is a granular layer which is made up by what? It is made up by the particles of a peptidoglycans, it is made up by the particles of a lipoprotein, it is made up by the particle of glycolipid. So it is the composition which is made up by these particular things. But the glycocalyx has a dual character. Sometimes if the glycocalyx is smooth, then it is known as the slime layer. If they are smooth, then it is called as what? Then it is known as the slime layer. If they are hard, then it is known as hard and tough, then it is known as what? It is known as a capsule. Is it understand? So what we learn here, that if glycocalyx, the texture of glycocalyx is smoother or loose, then it is known as what? Then it is known as a slime layer. And if the texture is hard and tough, then it is known as the capsule. But why this occur? Let us understand here. If the bacteria is in a favorable condition, if they are in a favorable condition, what happen? During the favorable condition, they perform more and more reproduction. Now what is the reproduction for any unicellular organism? That is nothing but the cell division. That is the cell division. Why? Because imagine here, if a one particular bacteria divide and split into two, this one is an individual organism, this one was individual organism. Now by this cell division, the bacterial cell divide into two new cells, and as we learn that the unicellular organism or any unicellular organism can sustain their life with the individual existence as in a cell. So these two cells are now two organisms. So organism emerge in the world, so it is a kind of reproduction, you can say. So in the terms of cell division, they increase their number, okay, and for the cell division they have to do cytokinesis. Now what is cytokinesis? So cytokinesis is a process in which the cellular material, okay, this one is a cell, imagine if they have to split, what they have to do? So they have to split like this, okay, the furrow formation occur, and afterward these two bacteria will be split out. So this is the procedure. So for that, for the furrow formation, what they have to do? They have to maintain the glycocalyx texture as a smooth. So in the favorable condition, you can say the texture is smoother and the glycocalyx will behave as in a slime layer. But what about the unfavorable condition? In the unfavorable condition, when there is a risk of life, then they have to first protect themselves and afterward they have to divide, right? So the main important thing here is the protection. So for a protection, they will make the cell wall rigid, and you can say the glycocalyx rigid by increasing the level of peptidoglycans and the level of proteins, and afterward the glycocalyx layer now will be the harder one, or you can say tougher one. So now it is known as the capsule. Is it clear? So in the favorable condition, what you will find? The slime layer, and in the unfavorable condition you will find the capsule. So let's solve some question here. So the first question is, the glycocalyx of bacterial cell may occur in the form of a loose sheath, blank, or it may be thick and tough, called as. Pause the video and please give answer. Yes, right. So this is what? This is the option B. Why option B? As we learn, if the glycocalyx is in a loose texture, right, it is a loose sheet, then it is known as a slime layer, and if they are thick and tough, then it is known as the capsule, okay, then it is a capsule, right? So this is the idea about the looseness of glycocalyx as a toughness of glycocalyx. So the next question is the correct sequence of layers of bacterial cell envelope from outside to inside. Okay, we already discussed about the inward to outward. You have to just identify the outward to inward. Now if your answer is C, then you are right. Why? Because if we go inside to outside, then what is that? The cell membrane, cell wall and a glycocalyx. So outside to inside is glycocalyx, cell wall and the cell membrane. So this is enough for today. If you like our initiative, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Jai Hind.